Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from the World Whiskey Society. This is their straight bourbon whiskey finished in Oloroso sherry casks, coming in at a 51% ABV, 6-year age statement. So for full disclosure, this bottle was sent over to us from the World Whiskey Society for us to take a look at and to review, so just keeping that transparency open. So I'm a sucker for anything finished in a sherry cask. I just really love what it can do to whiskeys. And I'm also a big sucker for unicorns as well, obviously. But there's some interesting things going on with this bottle. Not only do we know it's 51% and at least 6 years old, but we know it's distilled in Oklahoma with a mash bill of 51% corn, 45% rye, and 4% malted barley. I can't say that I've had anything from Oklahoma. I'm very curious on top of that for all this going on here. So let's just go ahead and jump into things. As always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water, see if anything changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hang around for a bit. If you're interested in some other reviews from the World Whiskey Society that I'm doing, links to those videos will be up above and down below, along with a link to their website, so you can go check them out for yourself and see all the unique things they're releasing. A lot of the bottles they're doing are limited edition, and they're doing series. This is part of their Oloroso series, if I remember right. Oh, I'm sorry, their Oloroso edition, not series. This is bottle number 29 of 355. I'm really curious here. And again, I don't think I've had anything from Oklahoma. It doesn't ring any bells, I'll say that much. Beautiful color on that. Look at that. Got a nice shine on it. A little golden. Yeah. All right. Let's go for notes. Ooh, that is sweet. Very orchard fruit. That Oloroso sherry cask is doing its job. So, the corn build in here is very sweet as well, so it's doubling up on that sweetness factor. Surprisingly, the rye in here is soft. It's not abrasive or potent like Indiana rye tends to be, where you get these medicinal, herbal, or even dill notes going on. Slight nuttiness in there as well. A little waxy earthiness going on. It's starting to just peek itself out here. But the sweet layers, this is probably one of the sweeter Oloroso sherry casks I've had. The corn is beautiful. The rye is in there. Your grains are just adding to that sweetness. Like, there's no ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes. But beautiful, sweet sherry with that nice corn layer going on. Getting a bit of the oak, a little bit of oak spice in there, a little bit of caramel. The vanilla is almost like a creamy vanilla yogurt going on. And now the rye spice is starting to peek itself out just a little bit. But again, it's still very much like a rye spice versus herbal or medicinal. So let's go for a taste. That's really good. Wow. There it is. The rye shows up in the taste. Nuttiness, a little drying effect going on here, but beautiful orchard fruits. Very much darker orchard fruits, more like plum. Cherries, like dark, deep, like black cherry. And then a bit of almost the skins of apple going on. Or grapes. It's the skin of grapes, I take it back. And just this beautiful spice layer in there from the rye. The corn is here in the finish, little sweet, little earthy. Beautiful spice up front as well. Like right from the get-go, you're getting this two-handed punch of rye spice and those orchard fruits. The little bit of corn that's showing up is soft, sweet, it's delicate in there. And shockingly, I get that 4% barley is showing up here with a little bit of that waxiness characteristic. I came into this not knowing what to expect from Oklahoma, and they delivered. It's nice. The sherry casks are bringing some nice depth of flavor going on, and overall, that is just a good sip. It's well aged, and you just get this beautiful, that sherry. I don't know where they source their sherry casks from, but I've not had an Oloroso like that. I tend to be more on the PX sherry side of things. I just love the richness they tend to bring across, but that is probably one of the best Oloroso sherry casks I've ever had. All right, let's add a little drop of water, see what changes up here. I'm going to take a guess and say it's going to bring out more sweetness or more fruit notes. Just have to wait and see. Come on. There we go. And as always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it at the end of the day. And that's why we do the water test on it. Helps us find some additional notes as well sometimes, but it's to showcase that you can enjoy this how you want to enjoy it. All right, let's go for notes on the water version. Yeah. Ooh, that spice note's coming out a little bit more. So you do get a bit more richer fruit going on. It's inviting. There's still no ABV, no harsh notes, no off notes on this. I'm getting almost a chocolatey, almost creaminess going on here. Like a just nice, simple milk chocolate. The spices are showing up. I'm going to assume it's the spice from the wood specifically kind of showing, because you're getting a bit of the oak in there too. But the rye spice is peeking through a bit more on the water version. Oh, and see here now it's gotten a little more rich, a little bit more vibrant with that, the rye spice going on. Yeah, that's prettier. That's even getting better. It might be just because we're finding some additional things here, but it also might be just opening up a bit more. Nonetheless, let's go for a taste. The fruit notes are showing up a bit more on the taste. It's definitely a little more vibrant, a little sweeter on that side of things. No argument against the whiskey itself. It does have a little warmth from it from adding that drop of water. That tends to happen. And it doesn't have the same linger effect, which also tends to happen. That's not the whiskey's fault. A lot of times that little drop of water will break up a lot of those oils. But the waxiness from the fruit, beautiful layers from that, the spice layers, the bit of sweet corn from that is also playing well on the palate. That is a really solid sip. Just because it helps waken up a bit more of the Oloroso sweetness from it, I like that. But that's got all the richness to it. That's where your character's at. This is really solid. If you end up getting this and maybe it's a little too brash for you, add that little drop of water. It's going to make it maybe a little more friendly for you, but overall, work your way back up to this version because that's phenomenal. All right, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price and it's always going to vary. So looking around online, this costs about $100 in most markets from what I could see. And to be honest, I don't think that's a bad price. The Oloroso is very unique in this one. Again, I've yet to have an Oloroso sherry that comes across this way. We're getting a 6-year age statement coming from Oklahoma. Again, being my first time having something from Oklahoma, I hope to have more of it. It's really a solid sip. This topper and the whole design of this bottle is a conversation piece as well. And it's cool. It's fun. You know, you can't knock it too much on that because it is just that eye-catching bottle that you're kind of looking for. It's limited edition, yes, but overall, the flavors of what's inside here is what truly matters. And it brings the flavors. I really can't drive that home enough. How that sherry cask played with that whiskey so well baffles me because, again, I tend to be on the PX sherry side of things, and I've yet to find a good depth and option that brings across Oloroso sherry, and I think I finally found it. And again, if you're interested in what the World Whiskey Society is releasing or bottles that are coming up, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. The World Whiskey Society Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished in Oloroso sherry casks. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. I love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might